Howdy.
Feeling hungover today?
Feeling all right.
Yeah. Well,
Think we can get through this one?
you got a 10:36 beer in the AM.
It's breakfast.
I like it.
That's breakfast, man.
I think we're going to try to help people make their life easier with apps.
I like that. I like easy.
Welcome to the Sweat Equity Podcast. I'm your host, Law Smith. Sitting here with me is the lion's purr of a voice, Mr. Caleb Fuddy.
Howdy, folks.
We've been loving the feedback for this podcast, and it's basically in its infancy stages. We're only a few episodes in, and so the feedback has been great. If you have a question you want us to try to answer on the podcast, we're happy to oblige. Hit us up at law@tocoworks or caleb@tocoworks. That's TOCOWORKS.com. And we'll, if it's a dog shit question, I'll probably toss it aside because my friends listen to this and I think they've been sending me dog shit questions. But if they're funny enough, maybe I'll just read it anyway and see if I can answer it. But for so far, I feel like I'm getting some hate from mostly guys who are my groomsmen. So there's a bit of that. We like to do a plug since we don't have an advertisement at this moment. Our goal is to get up to 20,000 downloads a month. That's, I think, our number to hit eventually. And then we can get advertising through our hosting site.
And we're getting there.
We're getting there. Hey, look, it's not going to be easy, but we got to set goals.
That's
just
right.
like we tell everybody on this
right.
podcast.
Yeah.
So I'm going to give a plug for someone we have a little bit of investment in for my company, Tokubaga Consulting, where we've got a little skin in the game on an app called Questly. So all I'm going to say is the only plug isn't to really download it because it's still in beta, but follow their social media on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. Follow them on all. I'm sure they're on some other ones I don't even know about. There's probably like some nerd, like some like app developers. There's too many social media networks, but those are the big ones, and they're posting their progress. So if you're interested, if you want to make an app, if you want to see the process, how to do it without any cash, because they're basically, Are they bootstrapping? I hate that term. Yeah, they're bootstrapping, but they're also they're finding ways to get to an alpha of the app, which is for those who don't know, that's the first test essentially. Yep. So they're getting to that point. We did the branding. I've been doing consulting for them and kind of walking them through a little bit of life stuff as well. Like, hey, if you're going to be presenting this so basically the app, I didn't even explain what it is.
We need to go down that first.
The app it's a cool idea. It's a way to make your real life a video game, essentially. So, look, I'm not a gamer much anymore, but I understand that there's a market for this.
There's an enormous market.
And basically the idea would be to do things throughout the community. Like you could challenge your neighbors to say, hey, this stump has been messed up. I'll give someone a bunch of my points that I have or coins. We're trying to figure out a currency to clean that up. That's the good altruistic part of it. The other part of it is, businesses could give away a discount if you take a picture at this bar. We'll check it, and then you can have a free beer or something like that. Yeah. So you can have a free beer. Pretty weird at a bookstore, but yeah.
Beer's beer, man.
Yeah, I'm saying like
10:30 in the morning.
There's incentives, but it basically the idea is to get you moving around.
Exactly.
Everybody bitches about our generation. I'm 31. You're what? 28, 27.
I think I'm 27.
Okay, 27. Ooh, the rock star year, as everybody keeps telling you.
Yeah, well.
I'm sure. And you're like, I barely know how to play Lisa Loeb on the acoustic guitar. I'm not worried about that death thing.
Yeah.
But I really like the idea. I think the guys are. I think they really have a good kind of disposition.
Mm-hmm.
I think their interests are, of course, to make money, but also this. They really feel like this could be something that could be beneficial for a lot of people. So we're getting in this. Yep. I've got a Fitbit on right now. I have to have it.
All right.
Well, my wife, I'm on my wife's health insurance because why would I pay for two?
Yeah.
Right. So she works for a big company. I won't name, but one of those. She's getting office space basically. She works with a bunch of like socially inept, like literally. It sounds like she's working with. It's the cast of Office Space.
Yeah, just no feel, nothing. They just can't comprehend anything.
Every fucking day, she has a story about some guy that like just can't talk. Like she was talking to the CEO yesterday of her company. It's a fucking huge corporation.
Yeah.
And she's like getting a little FaceTime, and she was like, "Hey," trying to put herself in there.
Yeah.
Hey,
you got to get in good.
Well, weave it in, and she is doing really well.
Yeah.
She's trying to weave in that, hey, she was the lead on this project that no one knows she was the lead on.
Right.
And then as soon as she started talking, one of her autistic coworkers came up and was like, and like she was like, what the fuck? So you gotta like,
damn it, Frank.
There is a social IQ to a lot of businesses and working, and
that I think that's an enormous part of. I come from a little bit of a baseball background. In baseball, it's called having a little feel. And you've just got to be able to just have that social feel of when to speak, when not to speak. And not just that, but what to say, how to say it, the tone. And just, I mean, it should not be that hard to just communicate with people.
No.
But for some people, it's incredibly difficult.
The first app we'll talk about is about communication. But before that, when are you going to get Joe Madden, the general manager of the Rays, on this program? I'm going to call it out. Yeah.
All right.
That means it's like when someone's on Facebook, I'm going to lose this amount of weight, and I want you all to keep me accountable. Like
if this photo gets 100 likes,
right? Exactly.
I'm going to lose 100 pounds.
Pretty much.
And you've gained 10.
Well, we want to get some good guests.
So I did say off air that Laud mentioned he bumped into Joe and that. He's telling him about the, Toko Works and was telling him about the podcast, and Joe showed a little bit of interest. And I do have a way I think I might be able to get him on. So I don't want to talk up a big game and then not deliver. I'd rather under promise, over deliver. But right now I've promised and I've spun my wheels.
It's the winner, man. We got to get him.
Yeah, we got to get him before he goes back out.
We can get him.
I just want to make a correction. Law said the Rays.
Excuse me.
He said the Rays general manager. It's actually the Cubs manager. I know he knows that.
Former.
Just so nobody emails us and is like, "Hey, douchebag."
Yeah.
Do you not have MLB Network? Which I don't, but
I'm a little cloudy this Saturday morning, but it is. I drank too much at some kind of charity event last night, and
you don't usually do that though. You don't usually drink too much. It's not like you. Everything okay?
Yeah. No, I just. Yeah, it was one of those kind of where you're so tired that I was like, I don't want to go.
I kind of did the same thing last night. It wasn't at an event, but you do that thing where you haven't hung out with someone for a while, and that you finally like you reach out to them or they reach out to you, however it happens, and you're like, yeah, let's get a beer and we'll catch up. And his cousin was in town, so we were downstairs at the Bricks, and I was already out with someone from work. And
I saw you come in.
Yeah, because you got the Nest set up.
The Nest camera.
Yeah.
I mean, that could be an app that makes your life a little bit easier.
There you go.
Want to weave right into it.
Yeah, we probably should at some point.
So I bought a bunch of Nest cams for my house, and I bought one for the office, and it has a motion trigger for the office, and I can have it on, in non-crazy hours. Yeah. So I can just have that notification, and usually it's going to be one of the three of us that's going to be in the office, but just in case we're in a shady part of town a little bit. Yeah. You never know. So you can't be too safe, but I do love that it came through clean.
And what does it do? Does it just pop up as a notification on your phone, just like a push notification?
Pushes a notification. I think you can set up an email one as well. If
that's so annoying.
I mean, you can set it up to the degree you want it set up.
Yeah,
in, but
yeah, you can do away with that.
But I'm saying like maybe, for instance, you're worried about something in the house that's kind of broken. I wouldn't say a Nest thermometer, but because we got one of those as well. So I just love it. It's good design.
Yeah.
It's gonna save me money.
Yeah.
The thermometer it figures out a dynamic way of your behaviors and patterns. So when you're away, it'll go up a little bit, or go up to where it doesn't have to be used. And when you're in there, and I run hot, I think you run hot as well. I run
extra hot.
We run like John Goodman hot, like
John Goodman dancing at a wedding hot.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
John Belushi on cocaine hitting a guitar across a banister hot, like
that's hot.
Yeah, I mean it's.
I run so hot. I do the meat sweats thing.
Oh yeah.
Like if I have too much, and I think it's cheese sweats too. If I have too much like cheese and meat on a pizza, I just start sweating. It's not even. It could be cold. Well, the pizza could be cold.
Like Fogo de Chao.
Huh?
The Brazilian steakhouse.
Okay.
Where they just keep like.
Oh yeah, you have the green card, and you just that means yes, I want more.
And they just like kind of they get that badass knife that you're like this in an age of lawyers. How do you do this with a bunch of meat and a fucking huge machete, and they're just trimming off the fucking ooh.
You're like, I didn't see that at Williams and Sonoma.
Yeah.
Where the fuck did you get that?
Well, I mean, like, I'm surprised they don't get sued every day because there's some assholes like, ow, that knife is a danger to my microaggression, me. But you do get the meat sweats.
Yep. And that's that's just how hot I run.
So I like that if you came home from Fogo de Chao, or I don't know what the other big chains are, but if you came home, the Nest thermometer knows, oh hey, Caleb's home.
He just ate some meat. We need to kick this air down.
He's lying down on the ground because that's what you do.
That's some reason he's punching his heart. We don't know.
There are only two reasons I lay on the ground ever and just like don't move is if I ran way more than I can normally, way more than my body can handle, or I've got the meat sweats, and I just have to lay down and.
It's almost like a meat hangover.
Oh yeah,
it's just So,
I'm surprised there's not like a stroke in there like every other week.
Yeah, I'm sure there are.
Well, look it up. See if you can find the stats.
I actually have to.
So the communication app. So I don't work for this company called Slack, but I fucking love the shit out of them. It's the best app I've ever used for business, or intra. Basically, email is pretty rough right now. Your email everybody like you ever see your friend's phone, and then they'll have their inbox and it'll be like 6,521 unread, and I'm like, whoa, buddy, what's going on?
Yeah,
they just don't give a fuck.
You want to check that?
Well, I do the unread to keep it there as my priority kind of checklist.
Right.
I think a lot of productive people do it that way. If you can zero out your emails, it's great. But how many like businesses have you worked for where you're just flooded with so much internal shit that doesn't matter that much, or that needs to be just internal? Like you need like an intra chat, which some companies have.
Yeah.
But this one is like, hey, it's free. You can use it, and you can kind of compartmentalize each chat room. So for us, we have clients that are prospects. We'll put them in a prospects chat room, and we'll just talk about, hey, have you followed up with this? Have you done this? Then we have a channel for each one of our current clients. So it can go, okay, this chat room's only for talking about this. And here's the thing I talk about with apps to make your life better is you got to create a criteria.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah.
Because people just go, well, I started this app and it sucks, and I'm not going to do it anymore.
A lot of times with an app, and this is kind of how I am, and we'll get to Evernote in a minute, but like with Evernote just looks clean. The user interface on your phone is great, but I never know what to do with it, but I haven't put the time in to get there. So I feel like I do what a lot of people do. Man, this app looks great. I heard about it. I'm going to download it, but I just don't know how to utilize it.
But you never took 10 minutes to sit
exactly.
down and figure it out.
I mean, that's exactly it. And it's kind of, if you can just like not watch like the Kardashians for one episode, you'll be able to figure out how to use these apps.
That's a tough draw for you.
It is tough, man. It's not easy.
Is this where you're going to talk about Rob for like 20 minutes?
I just hope he's really doing better. That's really what it comes down to, man. I want the guy to be, I want him to be well. But so with Slack, and maybe to paint a little better picture for everyone, think of you have a group text for work. Now think of being able to subcategorize all the topics you have in that group text. So one could just be like lunch. The other can be like this client, that client. You can put in there an internal one.
That's another part I forgot to mention. The texting between coworkers.
It's unreal when your phone is just it's nonstop all day.
It's fucked for everybody now.
I think I guarantee you there's studies out there. I'd love to find one, and maybe we should have prepped this episode a little more and had one ready. But there's got to be a study that when your phone vibrates or rings during the workday, the stress level that rises.
Oh, there's a Family Guy cut too, where
if there's a Family Guy on it, it's in science.
Oh, it's a cut to of like I think Peter fucking with Joe while he's at the office with where you're like it'll be on your desk and then you're trying to work on something and it's like god damn it it's I'll see if I can find that. But Slack I think is valued at 2.8 billion.
Wow.
Yeah. So
wow.
So that for whatever reason I tell people about Slack and I go, this will eliminate like 80% of your bullshit emails with your coworkers. And for some reason that doesn't really catch everybody.
Yeah.
And then I go, oh, hey, okay, so how about this? They're valued at about 3 billion. The quickest app to ever get to 3 billion, beating Uber, beating Airbnb, beating anything, any kind of website app or any of that. It's just fucking smart. That's all I give a shit about. And we have a group of comedians in the Tampa Bay area called Cigar City Comedy.
Where can we find them?
CigarCityComedy.com.
Very nice.
And we try to work on projects together. We kind of have this X-Men thing where we're all individual comedians. We have our own careers, but we can work together to kind of get more eyeballs on us as a whole.
Yep.
And that'll help. It's a little bit of a co-op. But at the same time, I got a charity group that we donate time to every year called the Tampa Pig Jig.
Oh, yeah.
And I was able to coach them up a little bit. I couldn't get all 40 people on our board to get on it, but I got at least our marketing squad on it. And I go, this is the only way I'm going to talk to y'all. Seriously, because we had email threads of 400 emails. And it was like, fuck this, dude. And people not reading anything. The other thing about Slack that I really love is that it creates your own internal search index.
Yep.
So
I think that's the most valuable part of it as well. Kind of the way you can search on your phone for an email or a text message.
Yep.
You get to do that within Slack. And it pulls it right up.
And it's so essentially you're creating your own knowledge base without even realizing it. So like I give Caleb a login for this client's GoDaddy account. He can't get a hold of me or he doesn't want to bother me. He'll look through Slack first for GoDaddy, and then boom, it'll bring up a bunch of them, but it'll at least bring up, oh, okay. Oh, there it is. It's not like you got to go out of your way. By the way, send an email too, which is like 3 steps too many already.
Yeah.
A lot of people can't do that because they get ADD and forget. But I'm just saying this is the best thing. This is the best thing I've ever used for business. I can't speak higher of it.
Yeah. They all work.
But it's fucking, and it integrates with a lot of other apps.
Yes.
So if you have a task manager like Asana or Work, maybe Basecamp, I know it syncs with Evernote, Dropbox, Google Drive. It syncs with a bunch of CRM systems. It syncs with a lot of I'm actually finding good apps to use through what syncs with Slack because I'm like, well, these guys clearly saw the value of Slack.
Exactly.
And saw this was a good thing. So they tried harder to be able to integrate with Slack. So I kind of look at it that way. If I'm like, all right, I need to find a task manager, I can look through Slack and there's about 5 in there because I want all that shit to sync.
And I think also what's a really important point, and you mentioned it earlier, but I think it's important to get back around to this. Slack is completely free.
Yeah.
And it's just one of those things where you usually don't see a free app that you can really integrate completely into your business.
Yep.
I mean, it's crazy. Slack is free. I mean, if you've used it the way we've used it, I mean, I'm kind of having like a little profound moment here. Like, this is such an integral part of how we communicate and how companies communicate, and it's completely free. I mean, that's wild to me.
I made a process flow chart for our company because I want to eliminate fat on our processes and work.
Right.
Slack was really the nucleus of the whole thing because it integrates with our CRM, which also integrates with our QuickBooks, which also integrates with our time management system of Harvest, which also so that's one side.
Yep.
And then it goes for our task manager Azendoo. It syncs with Evernote. We're using Dropbox, but I don't like it, so we're gonna move over to Google Drive, but it still syncs with that. So it's like it basically is like we're working as like that's the hub, and everything else we're using is a spoke.
Yeah.
And so, I mean, I'm gonna put my boner away, but if you're listening to this and you're not driving, or maybe you are, you should just pull over and download this.
Yeah.
But it's one of those things where don't make your life harder than it needs to be.
Yeah. I mean, and Slack can even be used. I mean, we're talking in a business aspect. It would be completely fine to use in a social aspect
I'm trying
as well.
I'm trying to get our fantasy basketball league on.
I mean, that would be a perfect example of...
Because GChat sucks now.
Not only GChat, but just texting. When fantasy football specifically rolls around, when it's football season,
oh, dude,
I'm in 4 different leagues.
Yep.
I'm already in 4 different group chats from friends. Now I'm in 4 more group chats.
Yeah.
I can look at my phone at any given time, and I'll have 20 text messages.
Right.
And it is nothing that I need to scroll back through and read.
Right.
You know what I mean?
I know. I'm with you. And I go, look, I like do the lead conversation because I don't even want to be on this shit.
Yeah. I found out how to silence my group text.
Yeah.
So that it doesn't make a noise. It just shows up that you have a message.
Ooh.
I've never slept better in my life.
Game changer.
Yeah, it really is.
All right. So Evernote's the other one we wanted to talk about. You got to take 10 minutes and learn it. It's pretty intuitive.
I like Evernote. So I have Evernote on my phone. It's really great just for quick note takings. You can do voice recordings as well. It'll turn it into... I don't know if it turns it into text, but I do voice recordings on it. But they have a basic model, just basically helps with, your organization across all your devices. If you have it on your iPad and your computer and your phone, then they have, packages that go up. It's like $25 to $50 or something like that. But that's for the more integrated, systems that you'll be using for your business and all that. So.
Yeah, I mean, $45 a year, I think, is the business one. And
yep.
All right, so here's another thing with small businesses or even large ones with teams of, breakout of like 10 or whatever departments of 30 people. It's an efficient way to keep a log. So if you're we'll work on websites, we'll do website development. I want notes from our programmers or myself of here's what we've been doing the whole way through, or here's a checklist of the stuff to knock out. For this show, we'll use it. Yeah. We'll use it as a template to write in all the show description, the tags, what we're gonna name the episode, so that when I go to upload it, it'll already be there. I just copy and paste right into there.
Yep.
And it syncs with all my devices. That's the other part.
Exactly.
Remember, every app you're using, you should probably look at, does it have a mobile version, whatever devices you use. So I'm more of a desktop iPhone guy. Some people are iPad people.
Those
chicks.
I was just gonna say those are mainly girls.
But I'm saying like that's the first set of criteria, because we were looking at a project management app. I think it was Asana, and it didn't have a desktop app. And I was like, I don't want to have to log into a browser every time to use this because I'll never use it. Here's the reason why. Because you want those push notifications.
Right.
You want those little dings and pings. So every time someone on Slack or our task manager, Azendoo, it'll ping me, hey, this is due, and you need to follow up with this client. So I use Azendoo. I don't think I've showed you that one yet, but it is like...
No, I haven't ventured out into Azendoo yet.
So Azendoo syncs with... So my trifecta is Slack, Evernote, Azendoo. And here's why. You can make a checklist in Evernote. It'll sync in Azendoo and create every task for you.
And then you can share it via Slack.
Then you can delegate it out if you need to, or you set a due date for each task in Azendoo. So it's just one of these things that's a little bit smarter. So maybe I make a purchase list for the office. I do it for my house too, and I'll put it in Evernote. And then that little to-do list of purchases, all right, here's the shit I got to buy on Amazon. Here's since we just bought a house, I'm going to have a forever Home Depot, Lowe's that you just always have to buy shit.
Yep.
So that's why I use Evernote for personal as well, where I can just write in, all right, remember to get a set of floodlights the next time you're there, and get this topsoil you need, and get some Quickcrete and shit like that, like, because I'll forget it. I don't have a good memory, and I know that. And we've talked about that. Know what you're bad at.
Yeah. Well, I'm the same way. When I go, especially, a Home Depot or Lowe's trip, there's so many things I can think of when I'm at my house, that I'm just sitting there and I'm like making this mental list. I get there, I get 2 things. And as soon as I get in the car and I'm halfway home, I'm like, are you shitting me?
Right.
I'm like, did I really just leave? I have like 10 more things to get.
Right. And so what I've done with myself is like, all right, make sure that you just put this punch list in of shit to get.
Yep.
Because I don't live near those big box stores. So when I commit, I don't want to fucking double back and have to do it.
Yeah.
Same with the grocery store. If you make a grocery list,
yep.
I'm trying to coach up my wife. She keeps yelling, don't try to change me. And I'm like, honey, you can't tell me shit to do as I'm like asleep. You know when chicks do that? They're like, hey,
all the time.
Can you make sure to get some Breathe Right strips? It would be something I'd never ever buy.
Ever.
And I'll be half asleep and I'll be like, yeah. And then
just leave me alone.
And then now I'm getting angry. I'm like, put it in Evernote. And she's like, no. And so that's our life. I'm just like, honey, I'm trying to make us more efficient so we can go hang out and go canoodle, on a kayak or something.
Damn right.
So, but no, if we like doing duplicative work, I guess, wasting time, that's where we're at.
Yeah.
It'll get there.
Yeah, it will.
It
will.
What has to happen is some other dude has to tell her, or dude or chick has to tell her that this is a good way to do it.
Not someone at her work.
Like, I got to get you to, I got to, pay you to, kind of convince her. And
I'll text her now, man.
And then she'll be like, oh, you know what? Caleb told me that.
You know what? Caleb's never texted me before, but he just said that we should use Evernote to communicate.
Dude,
we should give that a shot.
I literally have this conversation with a lot of, husband wives where, they won't listen to the advice from their spouse, but as soon as, I'll say something or another person, a third party, they'll be like, oh, I came around to that.
Well, it's kind of like it's kind of like coaching. You have a let's put it in a baseball perspective just because it's what I know. I'm sorry if I'm boring you listeners, but you have a coach and he can tell you 1,000,000 times what to do for pitching.
Right.
You need to have your arm do this and your leg do this and whatever. But you're not going to do it because he's your coach and he tells everyone what to do. And for some reason, you don't listen to this guy because he's your authority. But you'll go pay for a pitching lesson for $50 an hour, and whatever that guy says is gold.
I don't know. I always listen to my coach.
See, there's this thing with
I know it
pitchers.
exists.
It's like this nuance of being a ball player where you're like, you know what? My coach doesn't know shit. I'm gonna go pay this guy money instead of my coach that coaches me for free because he actually cares about me. But this money hungry guy who I'm paying, I'm gonna listen to him instead. So yeah,
I can see that for sure.
Yeah,
pitchers are very lot like chicks, very like you're not the boss of me kind of thing. I'm independent.
Pictures they already know. They know everything already. It's like you literally wake up and you're like, oh, I got this. It's cool. I got all this.
All right. Other apps you got, or if you don't have anything, I'll probably have some more.
No, I got an app that I really like, and I used it, and I still use it with the scouting block, and it's how we would create a lot of our social media images. And I think this might be a good segue after this, maybe into Hootsuite. So
I want to know it.
So this app is called Phonto.
How do you spell it?
Yeah, let me get that real quick.
PH?
I really don't want to mess this up.
Well,
it's a PHONTO, Phonto. And yeah. So it's a really good app. You'll take your own photo, or you can upload a photo off the internet if you want to steal. That's up to you. You make your own decisions. You're a grown up, and you can do filters and all that stuff to it. But it allows you to add lettering and to add like pretty much basic graphics to your photo to lay it over top, and you can kind of blend it and get real creative with it. I believe it's either free or it's like $1.99. It's extremely affordable. But if you're a small business and you need to get some good social media content, when you're starting up and you can't afford a graphic designer and you don't know, how to use Photoshop or anything like that, which I don't know that is that, very conducive to your time to go all the way into like Photoshop to edit photos for your social media. I don't know that it depends what company you are.
If you're quick, it's fine. But
yeah, but I mean
most people can't do that.
To buy a program, the time it takes to learn how to use Photoshop is pretty extensive to be good at it and consistent at it.
Yeah.
But so Phonto, check it out.
You can use Pixelmator. That's the simplified one.
I actually did take some time to use Pixelmator. And I really like Pixelmator.
Yeah.
I really, really liked it. It takes, the first 5 minutes are the most frustrating 5 minutes of your life. Same with like Photoshop or any graphic design thing. 'Cause you're trying to figure out, they start you with a blank screen.
Yeah.
And you just sit there and you're like, all right, what do I want to put on the screen? What do I want to make?
Right.
And be like, what fucking button do I click to get there? Like, because there's so many different buttons. But Pixelmator is definitely the most headache-free, quick and easiest to learn. So check that out as well.
I think Photoshop and all the Adobe products do overwhelm me a little bit.
Yeah.
And in that direction, Pixelmator is a simplified version of Photoshop. It's for like, hey, I can figure this out a little bit. I just need to put some text over a photo for a cover photo, or I need this for my social, or I need this for a flyer or something like that. That's what it's good for, where you don't need to get like, I need to get into shading, this tree in a background that, needs to be fused with whatever. But like,
because you're a tree company.
Yeah, we're a tree. The tree of life, abortion clinic.
Okay.
Yeah. So with Pixelmator, it's $29, I think. I think it's only for Mac though.
Yeah, it is only for Mac, unless something's changed in the last year and a half.
Any others you got?
I'm a big proponent of Hootsuite. I'm sure it's one of the more popular ones that are out there. Hopefully, it's one of the more popular ones. Hopefully, people know about it already. But if you don't, Hootsuite is a platform to launch all of your social media pages. It basically allows you to make timed posts, which is really nice. So you can, I should say, scheduled posts. So I'm not going to be around to post something at 7 p.m. tonight. That would be a pretty prime time. I would need to put a post up. A lot of my audience is, in front of their iPads and their phones at 7 p.m. on Saturday. So I'm going to be at a wedding, but I need to get this post up regardless. So I'm going to set it in my Hootsuite. It's going to launch it to all my social media accounts, or whichever social media accounts you want it to post to, and it'll do that for you automatically as a timed or scheduled post.
Only problem is Instagram. That's the only one that's difficult, because they don't want you to use desktop. They only want you to use mobile or iPad, which is a pain in the dick. We're like, we get it, dude. We don't.
Can you? This may be a
You can-
noob question, but can you even post from your desktop on Instagram? I don't think you can.
No.
Yeah.
They're very much against it. My friend that works there, I talk to her, every week or so, and she's told me they're very perfectionist,
Mm-hmm.
whereas Facebook, technically their parent company,
Yep.
is more of like, we're going to throw a lot of new ideas out there, see what sticks.
Yeah.
We're going to try some stuff. Whereas Instagram, they basically take a long time because they're like, we want to get it right 100%. I'm more the Facebook style. I think you move faster, but they're both successful. So
Yeah.
it's philosophy, depends what kind of business you're in. But Hootsuite claimed you could schedule a post on Instagram through Hootsuite, but really what it does is like it just kind of sets it up for your phone. So you still have to like, I know it sounds like first world problems, but when you have to double back to schedule this,
Mm-hmm.
or not be able to schedule it, it's there kind of thing.
Yeah.
It kind of defeats the purpose of scheduling all your social media. So Instagram's the one you just can't flip between multiple accounts. That's tough.
Yeah, that one is a little annoying.
I've seen some hacks for like Android called Instagram with a TWO where
Word.
someone's figured out you can do two at once. But I don't recommend it because it might have malware.
Yeah.
I read up on it on Reddit. It sounded like it could be bogus or just has a lot of bugs.
Yeah.
Bugs. And then if you want to schedule Pinterest posts, ViralWoot. I don't think they have I don't think they're a desktop app. I'm not sure if they're a mobile app, but they're a browser website for sure where you can schedule Pinterest, which that's my new favy. Only because the e-commerce aspect of Pinterest is
Yep.
going to blow the dick off of everything.
Yeah, everyone thinks Pinterest is more of like a chick thing,
It is.
and it's a lot of
But chicks buy a lot online.
let's look at wedding photos and all this stuff. There's actually some really good use to get your stuff out there. You have that captive audience there.
Yeah.
Why not put stuff for your business out there?
We're going to put our Toko Works branding on Pinterest as part of our social media strategy.
Mhm.
Use these for different reasons. If you're a company, and we're kind of getting off topic a bit, but
No, we're good.
but we're going to put all the visual stuff that we have.
Yeah.
Business partner Josh's.
Well, but that's
all the branding.
also another use, or it may be a primary use of Pinterest is inspiration.
Well, yeah.
I mean, people look on Instagram all the time, Pinterest all the time for inspiration, to just kind of get the ball rolling for things.
I think they go to Pinterest for inspiration.
Yeah.
I think you stumble upon it on Instagram unless you're going.
I think it's a good way to put it. Yeah, I think you're right.
Well, that's a lot of the social media. What's discovery and what's the search? So Google's YouTube, you pretty much know what you're searching for.
Mm-hmm.
But Facebook, Instagram, that's the discovery element.
Yes. Yeah.
Tumblr media, you're going for it. You're kind of searching for blogs to read.
Yep.
Man, we've got about 6 or 7 minutes till we got to wrap up. I've got so many apps. This is definitely something we can keep elaborating on. And if anybody has any suggestions, email us, hit us in the comments section.
Absolutely.
On iTunes, or give us a 5-star on iTunes. Hit us on the comment section on Toko Works where this episode will be listed.
Yep.
But
Maybe join us on Slack.
yeah, I'd love to make a Slack group for people that like this podcast.
Yeah, I think it'd be great.
It'd be cool.
Just kind of open source, free flowing communication.
Well, I'm a Squarespace. We're trying to be Squarespace specialists for our company.
Mhm.
There's not one in. I think there's only one in Florida. And I'm in a Squarespace Slack group that we share information.
Super nerdy.
People are asking questions. Yeah, it's nerdy, but at the same time, I'm not wasting a lot of my life searching for, hey, I don't know how to get this integration code for Shopify to do this. So there's sure it's nerdy. I just look at everything as like, what's going to give me more time to go do stand up, go do sketches, go hang out with my wife, go see my family. That's all I give a shit about. I'm not like, oh yeah, the fucking coding on this is fucking amazing. Like, I just go, what's gonna make my life
coding's
easier?
great.
Yeah. so I try to sync as many things as I can. And I think that's kind of the way you have to look at it. Is this going to make my life easier? You know, apps shouldn't make your life more difficult. And then let's see.
What are some of the other ones you've got? Maybe just throw them out there so people can do searching on their own. And
phone in the other room like a professional. So
okay, there you go.
I do use QuickBooks for the desktop. If I found it to be QuickBooks used to be very, very difficult, very like convoluted.
Mm-hmm.
Which a lot of apps used to be. Now they're really worried about design and simplicity.
Yep.
I found this QuickBooks app on the desktop to be awesome. Even if you're doing your personal budgeting for your taxes, they have that integration as well. But for us, where we're a small shop right now, where we've got a bunch of invoices out there, a bunch I need to automate for the guys on retainer.
Mm-hmm.
You can even do payroll through that.
That's pretty nice.
It's like a little bit more, but it's still like it saves you a lot of time because if you go through another payroll company, it's paying the dick.
Yeah.
If you're going through accounts receivable, it's made it so much better, and then I can just push it out to our accountant.
Mm-hmm.
Like literally, it has an integration inside of it to just push
share.
out. Seriously, it's like send this to your accountant.
Yeah, that's cool.
Or bookkeeper. So I like that a lot. I can do all the expenses to see what we're spending on to get that kind of graph back and go, oh shit, we're spending way too much in these apps like SpyFu is good for market research, for Google Ads and Google search SEO stuff. That's $97 a month for us. Tableau, if we were doing that, that's $500 a month.
Yep.
That's like that's like the best market research one. I mean, there's a bunch of them, but I like to be able to just see a clean shot. Here's where we're at every day, where I don't have to like.
Yeah, it just paints an overall picture for you, so you can sleep at night instead of wondering where all these numbers plug in.
And I don't have to go like I used to do everything in Excel, and that's really cumbersome, especially if your skills are kind of rusty like mine. You got any other app?
Yeah, Parkmobile would be one that I use. It's not one that's dire for your business. But it's one that I just find myself using multiple times a week, sometimes multiple times a day. Check out Parkmobile. What it does is you just set it up. You enter your license plate and your car make and model. Then you enter your credit card information. You can pay your parking meter from your phone so that if you're in a meeting, you don't have to go run out. If you're in downtown somewhere and you're up on the 20th floor and you're in the middle of a meeting, well, I'm probably about to get a ticket because I only put in for 2 hours, and this meeting, like for some reason, all meetings run over. You can just re-up your parking meter right there on your phone. It just takes it out of your card, and you just pay a small fee. I want to say it might be like 15 cents extra, and if I can say 15 cents for not having to go down 20 floors and to find my car, to have some guy like writing me a ticket already, I will definitely pay that 15 cents. So.
Well, I was giving you a bunch of shit because I was like, dude, that's only in our city and probably not a lot of other ones. But I'm looking at the map. It's kind of, there is a lot of them.
Yeah, there's tons. And it's one of like the more metropolitan areas have definitely kind of taken on and adopted kind of Parkmobile as they've got a pretty good grasp.
It's pretty good, and it gives you like 4 notifications, like, hey, you got 15 minutes left.
It is really annoying in that regard. I do need to go into settings to figure out if we can do that. But
I like it.
And that's the thing. It's kind of nice because it's kind of like someone like that keeps tapping you on the shoulder, being like, dude, your meter's going to run out.
Yeah, because you could be in mid-conversation. You don't want to be like, hold on, let me add another $1. But 15 minutes goes by, and it's like, hey, buddy.
We're getting low.
Yeah, I think especially if you're in the Los Angeles area where I used to live, where it's like, every municipality sucks in LA except for the parking because it raises revenue.
Yeah.
So they
take it serious.
They do like Dukes of Hazzard slides across fucking. It's insane, dude. It's like.
Do they hire like capoeira instructors to?
I have no idea because every DMV, every fucking like every government person I've ever talked to in LA is horrible. They're all like TSA. They're all horrible. They don't give a fuck. There's no incentive.
Yeah.
But for whatever reason, I don't know how they incentivize the parking people, but they fucking they will.
They're on commission, man.
And I've had it where like I've been putting in coins and I ran out. You have to have coins for a lot of them too. They're still old. And so like that fucking they don't care. You can be like fuck you, and they're like, I've already heard this 40,000 times. You don't hurt my feelings. So it's one of those things where it's like, okay, well, street sweeper day, you're fucked.
Yeah,
because they're like getting a boner because it's like, yeah, we're
gonna mess up some of these cars.
They gotta give them some kind of incentive, like you get this many people tickets, we'll give you whatever amount bonus.
Yeah, you'll get to go eat at like Denny's or something.
Hey, don't knock Denny's. Moon's over my hammies, baby.
Well,
all right, well, we got to get out of here. We're gonna put this list up on this episode page. I'll probably turn it into a blog post as well, just to get a little bit meat off this whole buffalo for our social. Well, we want to be informative with our blog, and this is kind of a mixture of informative and kind of easy to listen to, hopefully. And if you like it, tell your friends. That's all I care about. We're gonna do. Hopefully, we'll get you on our email list.
Absolutely.
Through another app called Mailchimp, which is free. It's a free email blast system for up to 2,000 subscribers. So if you are someone like I have a stand-up career where I should be sending out more updates, or you own a flower shop, or you're a small business owner, or you're a charitable organization that hasn't figured that out yet, what to use. You're using Constant Contact for some reason, which is horrible. Switch over to Mailchimp. It's good. It also integrates with Slack. It also integrates with Salesforce. A lot of other apps that it's clearly the best in the market. So if you want to get on that email list, we'll try to put a little tag on the website pretty soon.
Also, check us out on iTunes. Leave us a review. If you like us, give us 5 stars. If you don't like us, give us 1 star. In the words of Law Smith, I don't give a shit. Just leave us a review. Let us know what you think. We need the feedback.
Good or bad, we want to get better. And that's all business is about. Just trial and error, getting better, man.
That's right.
All right. Well, hey, enjoy your day. We out.